my heart, she's stepping apart.
One also power also for your house from Capital Black Pines in Monrovia. This is Voice of My Day, 104 FM.
I'm not coming new to government, right? Although in a different position, I ran a public corporation that was credible. And I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. With the experience that we come with a country that celebrate 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start thinking about family, to start talking about. I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
During the campaign, you talked a lot about the country's youth, who are the majority of the populations. Mr. President-elect, we know majority of them are unemployed, which some people say is a danger to the country's stability and peace. What plans do you have for the people of Liberia, especially the youth, in terms of job creation, in terms of having faith in moving the country forward? What do you have for them?
We came with a mantra, talked about first we have a platform, and then we have a brief platform that talks about arrest.
Senator Dias, why are we getting 10,000 to go to a constituency? Are we serious? 11 rounds to the constituency are. But we're giving 10,000 to say go to the constituency. They say that. Is that a serious conflict? Is that what you call rescue? Senator Young Lawrence, she also lives in Masquerado, even though she represents Bassa. But when you go to the Bassa people, are we the ones who are getting money to go there? We're sort of getting 10,000 to go there. When teachers, public school teachers are making less than 150, when nurses are making less than 150, when security personnel in the police, in the army making less than 150, we're going to be giving you 10,000 to wait. This is people in Bassa who voted for you.
So when you put it at the helm of Liberia, and people start saying, look at the story of Liberia, like people talking Rwanda. But right now, don't lift your hopes too high. Things will get nasty, things will get dirty, because nothing's going to change. Even if you made Jesus Christ Minister of Finance, nothing can change. Nothing will change because the expense is looking you in the face. You have to fund everything.
I see in the next few months a very nice country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woe, economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
When the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions to make sure the ship are afloat, you cannot take along with the captain. You have to get off the ship and raise the alarm that the ship is sinking, captain. JMB has asked for time, but when you ask for time, you can't keep making mistakes. Asking for time to see that you make one mistake to another. Making one mistake to another.
We take all the credit for the business of the rescue from the hands of the ongoing regime. We look forward to a very positive and full.
You heard now, you got a lie. LED light or the capital light. So you cannot go to the legislature to seek their personal interest. You have vast majority of people. This has been happening for 177 years. Young people break away from poverty. All of us should start putting over this question. We don't go for 177 years, even though we have 100 people. But when will we break away? We have a legislature, for example, we expose these people. You know, there are many reasons. We made a mistake, and the mistakes can be piling up. They be tell you about your exercise. Yeah, we were wait, but we have to make this mistake. The 22 million of water and the problem when minister just stole. That money was not made appropriated. They stole that money. It did not go through the PPCC process, and the Senate, the minister will be with us as soon as possible. The communication was written by one of my colleagues, and that boy will be in the House of Representatives. That boy will tell us, how can you tell us that you go buy drugs, you go buy mud? Our own mud we have in the country, we buy mud, 22 million to go and cross the road. Now the road that they claim they face, they were passing all around with Facebook. I challenge them to go back on that same road now, to take pictures from on that road to post it. What kind of foolishness is this? This is completely foolishness. What kind of upside down government is this? The government is totally upside down. Someone has altered the budget. Someone has altered the budget. I just want to post of one of the representatives, Richard Kuhn. The budget has been altered. It's a violation. So not even publish the budget to now. It's a violation of the 2009 law. So not even publish the budget up to now. No, right? Because we have a new budget year, right? The budget year begins in January. You can blame the president and his government for January. He took power in about January. So let's start from February, March, April, May, June. Almost 5 months. We don't have a budget. You know the draft budget is still on the website of the Ministry of Finance. In that draft budget, the legislature has 38 million, right? I'm also hearing that please are 38 million to 50 million.
Timadoma is my person. I was born in Limakante. I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times, you divorce your 2 wife. Come on.
You say you're a lie? I only been married twice. I only divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my person. I was born in Limakante. I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times, you divorce your 2 wife. Come on.
Yeah, you're a lie. I only been married twice. You divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my person. I was born in Limakante. I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times, you divorce your 2 wife. Come on.
You say you're a lie? I only been married on the first time. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Don't trouble nothing too much. I love you. I miss you. I want you back. Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. And it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? Waking up in the middle of the night without you. And it's so unfair. I toss and turn, reach for you, only a pillow.
Another full week to go through. Beginning with the first day today called Monday.
Morning, sunrises, but I'm alone.
Having fetched the issues, analyze them, and then we just propose to deliver unto you. We're back with the issues. Let me say thank you ever so much that you placed us on your Monday's itinerary, and welcome to the show. Bits and pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakatamagibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bon County, Be Online Radio, www.voiceofliberiaradio.com. Thanks to the community radio stations that relay the show across Liberia. My name is Sam Andrews. Edwin Melvin Dwa is in. Patrick Sa is on the camera. We are at your disposal from now till 5:50.
How great we used to be. Oh, yeah. And I firmly believe of turning all these dreams to reality. And like a child would say, it's so easy to you. One, I love you. I miss you. I want you back. I love you. I'm missing you. I want you back.
As and we are back. Time is of the essence. Thank you ever so much. We've got a couple of things on our plate. Edwin Dry is in. Patrick Sa is on the camera as usual. My name is Sam Andrews. So before we move to the acknowledgement, let's do the needful humanitarian acknowledgement. If somebody did something for you graciously from the depth and recesses of your heart, you acknowledged that. That is gratitude. So we experience another tragic, the loss of my sister. Thank you. You've been very supportive. Firstly, let me say a very big thank you, a depth of gratitude and humility to the CEO, our boss, Sekou Sharif, who was on top of it from the very first day, together with the station manager, Kutu Gabi Sao. Not only did they express the moral support, but they went financial and placed everything technical at the disposal of the family to make sure that it was well covered. We acknowledge and thank you so very much. That was so great. Couldn't can appreciate Seku and Kutu Dabi Sao the more. And to all the staff here at Voice of Liberia, thank you ever so much. Your representation was felt, headed by Edwin Melvin Dwan, who paid tribute on behalf of the station. And all of you from everywhere, those of you who call in from wherever you are, the text messages, all those comforted. Thank you ever so much. You did extremely well. Thank you. We can't name everybody, but everyone is recognized because everyone assisted. If you aren't called, it doesn't say that you aren't recognized. It simply means that you are in the recognition cycle. Thank you ever so much for all that you did. So the bereavement is beyond us now. We move forward. The Bible says it is appointed unto men once to die, and after death, judgment. The acknowledgement, and then we get started with the issues. Juju Onwe, you've come on from Johnsonville. Mark James, you are following from Ganta, Nima County. Samuel D. Paley, Parley. You come on from Thank you ever so much, Samuel D. Pilot. The correction is been made. Thank you so much. We do the broadcast together. Solomon Wemby, you've come on from Old Road, Divine Town, Alhaji Fufanam. You are following from Istanbul community in Central Matari. You usually say Mohammed Kamaram, you come on from Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates. Jay Kame Yanti, you've come on from Voice of Life, or you've said you're following from Upper Caldwell. Okay, is understood now. Thank you for coming on. Statutory member Jackson C. Ponin Jr. of Iron Factory Block C and member of Block 13. Good to have you on. Good to see you on today. Jackson C. Ponin Jr. of Iron Factory Block C. Yata Dossi, Dosii. Thank you for coming on. You are calling from Philadelphia, the United States of America. Tito Moses, you are calling from Tupo Village Community on Japan Free World. My dear Southeastern sister, Duarte, you've come on from Minnesota, the United States of America. Good to have you on. Abdullah Kamaran, you are following from Cambodia. Coach Brackett Rind. Blaman Taylor, you've come on from your residence, Pipeline Supermarket, District 3, Motorado County, Heron Sa on Dabo Junior. You've come on from Saytown, Street Sinker, Aldorfos, Chelsea Corner. You're following from Parker Corner, Broadville, Antonin Rogers from Pennsylvania, the United States of America. Lai Dolly, you've come on, but you you only greeted. And thank you ever so much. Who else? My dear brother, GM brother Stephen Coker, you are on from Pennsylvania, the United States of America. Good to have you on. It's been a little while. Hope that you are faring well. Nina Kwai, you've come on from North Dakota, Fargo, and you say thanks, guys, for the show. Thank you for coming on. We are inspired by your persons. Andrew D. Colley, you're following from Bangor, Bon County. Aries Solomon from behind Battersville, you say, Keba, Prince Boy, Boye, you following from Caldwell, Bong, Paul Mac, Benjamin Fanning, you've come on, you didn't say, but it's good to have you on, Francis Ferguson, you're following from River G County, Fishtown, City Cook, Crusher Community, uh, Jasmina, Jasmina Taylor, you, Jasmine. Yeah. Oh, Jemama, thank you ever so much. You've come on from Buffalo, the United States of America, New York City. John Hasey, you come on from New York. Alome Sims, you say hello, VOL, hello to you. Adaman Daniel from Old Road, Alorindo Community. Francis Ferguson, you've come on from Fishtown, River G. There's Howie Kabaji. You've come on from. You didn't say, but you are on. And Nathan and there. We acknowledge you as you've come on. So we've on another afternoon, we've got a couple of things to talk about. After Rock comes in with his introduction, we are within the executive mansion corridor. We are hearing of an indictment of several former government officials. We talk about the flood, several areas in Liberia, mainly the city and adjacent of the city. And then the 10,000, the Wahala, the 10,000 Wahala at the Senate, they are confessing individually. Americano said he will give his position. Senator Nathaniel McGill said he will expose certain things and rescue Rambo. Rescue Rambo has distanced himself from the train. As far as he's concerned, he can be on the train, and the pilot is hijacked by certain people around the pilot. So he has distanced himself. We will hear from him. And then the situation at the University of Liberia. And then we are out. So that is the plate for this afternoon. Thank you ever so much for coming on. We appreciate, hope that you had a wonderful time throughout the night. God kept watch over us and has set us into this day. So we let's draw coming with his opening position. Then we start. We get into the executive mansion. Several names we are hearing might be inducted on tomorrow. Let's have your intro, then we get started.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. You know, it's quite incredible to be here again on Monday after having a stressful weekend. And you got a lot of ups and downs. You got to come back, on Monday. You got to just fuel the people with the information as it relates to how we go about soliciting views, comments, analysis,
across Liberia and all sectors and forms of living in Liberia. So, bit and pieces again, we have resumed for this week. We here again up to Friday, from Monday to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Simon Juice and Edwin Milk and Joa. So, the weekend was not really bad. The weekend I visited Duazon. I can say my first time stopping in Duazon to really get down and touch the soil. The gone weekend where we attended the funeral service of your sis. We went there and we did what we could, and we came back. And later on, I had a privilege to have gone to the Tinga village area, and had a great time with my brother Prince Maurice, who got his birthday just coming up very shortly. So again, like you said, we're going to
So
talk about the executive
it
mansion.
was your first
I had just
appearance
passed through
around there, apart
to
from
already stop
yeah,
there. Yeah, to
yeah,
already stop there.
yeah.
And
You're right.
the Duanson United Methodist Church is a very decent church. The experience was too great. When I entered the building, I saw people were seated upstairs and people on the other side, and we were in the middle.
Yeah,
And
that's how
I
most
was too
of the
impressed.
people building churches now with
Yeah,
the cycle balcony, the
yeah.
full square.
I was too impressed. I was too impressed. Despite we were mourning, but I was impressed. I was
Yeah,
like happy. And with the overemphasis of the good deeds by your late
uh,
sister, who live a life according to the pastor. She was very good. So I was inspired by that, and they said we who are living now should be the one to think about how are we living.
but the eulogy or funeral ceremony is always for the living.
Yeah,
Is it dead? That
yeah.
means you can hear.
Yeah, yeah, you can hear, you can see, you can talk.
Yeah,
So that's how it's like. But then that was the weekend anyway, so
yeah.
it was good. Yesterday, Sunday, we received, the CEO, we received Samira, they've been out of country and they came in. We have to receive them, and we uh, did a lot of work here yesterday in the absence of you guys. The outside
Yeah.
broadcast equipment, was being brought in country. So the CEO and I, including the manager, Kutu Sao, we were here the whole of yesterday putting things together. Sunday that day, supposed to take out, but
Yeah,
yesterday was
but
another
it's
hectic
also a
day.
day to do a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get prepared for Monday.
Okay.
But we are here. So the
Let's
cash giveaway, we are here again. That star 799 star enter select number 8 voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and stand a chance of winning yourself $4,000 on this Monday. So
we
keep your entry too.
we can leave the statutory memo stuff when they come on lately because they have to push the ins. Papi Keita, CDC Papi, is falling from Depot Row. Kulu Sanko Dolo, you've come on from the United States of America. Good to have you on. May Woods, you are following from Jalatown. So let's get started now. The first issue on our plate, the information that is surfacing, that is coming from the grapevine, that several Liberian former government officials will be indicted latest tomorrow by the current government on claims they have. And these individuals are from the government of former President George Weah, or the Coalition for Democratic Change government, specifically those who are sanctioned, according to the information. Nathaniel McGill, Senator Nathaniel McGill, Senator Bill Twawe, Senator Emmanuel Nukwe, former city mayor Jefferson Koji, and who else? Should yes, just those guys who the American government said they are barred from going to the United States. We've gotten the information. That's what is coming out of the executive mansion. It's not as authentic as reliable, but this is what is coming out. They say where smoke is,
There might be a fire.
yeah. And there is this atmosphere in Liberia overlook nothing called rumor.
Hmm.
Never, never.
Overlook Okay, Romans. Yeah,
I
that's true.
learned this very well from the first information officer, public information officer of UNMIL, Margaret Nubiki. She said from her observation of the Liberian society, it is a rumor-based society. It is driven by rumors, but most part of the rumor turned out to be true. And truly, that's what we see. When you hear that the government will be indicted tomorrow, don't overlook it. At the close of the day, the indictment is out. So that's what we are hearing. That Senator Nathaniel McGill, Jefferson Koji, former city mayor, Emmanuel Nukwe, Senator Bill Twalwe, and all those who were barred from entering the United States by the U.S. government will be indicted. An indictment will be drawn against them, followed by a comprehensive audit of the government of former President George Weah. So to put the former indictee or not indictee, I can refer to them as indictee, but barred from going to the United States in context. Yeah, is it? If the information is true, the government of President Joseph Nima Walker will have no substance, no ground, no basis to proceed. It will be interpreted purely as a political witch hunt. And here is why. One, they were barred from entering the United States of America, not leaving Liberia, for what the United States government considered as acts inimical to their role as former government officials or government officials now. They were not indicted, tried, and found guilty by the United States government. The United States government came out with a suspicion, which we refer to as allegation or accusation, and said, based on these we have gathered, we cannot allow you to enter our country. You are not eligible to enter our country because of these suspicions we have. Therefore, it is up to your government to do the needful if they find necessary. But our position is you can enter the United States, our country, and we have no right to try, indict, and sentence you. It was left that way. Two, the government then did not draw up any charge, neither did it take those individuals to court. Supposing that the information we are getting is true. So if the current government wants to try these people, two things going to happen. One, they will need prima facie evidence. And where they will need that prima facie evidence from? The United States government. In this situation, who is the accused? The United States government. Even though the burden of proof, according to the law, shift on either side. Sometimes you
Shift
can
on the accuser.
yes,
Yeah.
the shift on either side. That's how it is in the law, depending on the nature of the situation. But in most instances, the accused will have to prove his case against the accuser, will have to prove his case against the accused. So the United States government or the Liberian government will need the United States to provide the evidence, the reasons or facts that led to the barring of those guys from going to the United States. If the government actually wants to prosecute them, then they will ask, Mr. America, these people were barred from going to the United States. And as far as we know, you charge them or you stop them from going because you suspected that they did XYZ economic. Uh, Therefore, please supply also those documents so that we, yeah. The second thing in that, you will have to assess the Liberian government will have to assume that the US government gave what they have, they will have to assess it. There is it is a long chain. That thing we hearing, there's not just you wake up in the morning because people yelling, oh, well, people got a set example. No, that's not how it works. It's purely legal. So they will have to look at it to determine whether the information or the claim is true and it is weighted enough for prosecution. Because mind you, is going to be challenged. The next thing, after the government received that, assuming they received that from the United States, they now will have to do an investigation. They will have to do, the government of President Joseph Bima Bouaka will have to do an independent, impartial investigation to authenticate the American government's claim. When that is done and it is proven, then that's the time you can draw up an indictment. In the absence of these layers or steps, or that will come up or that running through people's mind now is purely a sentiment. That's how it is. So for those of you who understand, those of you who are fanatics or fans of the current government, and those of you who want to see this thing getting off the ground, this is how it works. Yeah, the information we've gotten that the government on tomorrow will be coming out with an indictment against those officials who are unsanctioned. And I thought to give us a layout of how it's going to be, because it would have been easy for the current government, had the government then, had CDC government drawn up or open investigation on those guys. But there wasn't any investigation. There wasn't any indictment. So what Bouaka government going to feed on? Because to prosecute, you're going with evidence to court. You're going to you're going to court with evidence. It's not going to be that makeshift thing they have with the assets recovery. You are just running all around the place with no sense of direction. You don't go to the court before the judge and say, yeah, these people were barred from going to the United States by America because America said they engaged in financial impropriety. They pillaged the resources of the country. Therefore, we come to you to indict them. The judge will say, Bouaka, you and your lawyer, you get us. They may say. So they have to present evidence. And that evidence means they have to ask the US government. And the US government will have to do the needful too. If truly what they brought against those people in the past, they now will have to release those to the current government. And the government will not just take it as being true and move, except that they have a preconceived mind that they will not examine it, because I can present something to draw. I present it like it is real, but it's not real, simply because I want dry to execute. So I just present it, and with the intent that I will not raise any technical issue in terms of examination and move with it. Right there, I have bullet dry. So the government will have to be careful so that they don't allow itself to be bullied. But that is what is coming out. If the current government can follow these steps that I lay out, then it means that it is a political witch hunt, whether you like it or not. Because the president, America made the accusation. America said, yay, you people did XYZ. You're doing this, you're doing that, you did this, yeah. So you ain't going to America. But we can prosecute you because you people are a sovereign country. You have your own laws. But this is what we can do as part of or as partners to Liberia. As partners to Liberia, this is what we could do, which lies within our purview. These individuals are barred from going to the United States. So it's left with the government now to make a determination as to whether they want to open investigation and come up with whatever they find necessary. So this is what we've gathered from the grapevine, that on tomorrow the government will be drawing up an indictment against those sanctioned individuals and others. Draft.
Okay, so the government has right to come up with an indictment statement against the sanctioned officials in former President George Weah government and some are still in government at the moment. You got Nukwe is the senator of Margibi, Manke is the senator of Margibi, Tuawe is the senator of Riverside, and Jefferson Kochi is a former city mayor. But like you were saying, Sam, it's quite interesting to know that the burden lies on the shoulder of the accused or the accuser rather. So what's going to happen now is we don't want the thing to be like what happened in the access recovery team. The access recovery team, they started retrieving or getting involved into people property because of rumors, speculation. So if you heard that they call for government without you doing your investigation, what are the call for government? You went and hold on the card and said the call for government, and you went before the law. They they went through all of the formalities and came out and said you wrong. The car does not belong to government. It is a slap in the face of the government. So the assets recovery team, the same way they fail, we don't want them to. We don't want the government to feel like this, right? But we are now also saying this to say, in Amosh America, America does not go. America can come out with statement. Yes, it's true. But if possible, America can come out with statement and giving you the position to see whether you can carry on your own investigation. So now America do these things to test the ability of the country. And when they test the ability of the country, you can perform up to the level. They see a country to be a dumb country. They see a country to be an area where they will just come and like exploit resources and get out of this place. So America has created a suspicion already. They have come up and sanctioned the officials. They have created doubt among each and everyone. Remember, these people got supporters in Liberia. They got people depending on them in Liberia. So these people are both of them, three of them are elected officials, and one was an appointed official. Bill Tuawe is a senator, Manje senator, Nuko senator. They got people who believe in them, who trust in them as well, too, right? America has coupled the suspicion and has created the doubt where people will be thinking as to what they're talking is true and and these are things they said. With nuclear sanction, the position they said was uh, he was being spotted influencing, political power. He used money to influence political power, and they have to come up to explain to us how did nuclear influence people, politically with money at the house, at the House of Legislature. They also say he went quote unquote. I think we are serving as the waste means and finance. He influenced some projects to some ministers, in a country. So when they come up with these allegations against the senator, it is burden upon them now to tell us who is the senator Nuque influence or whoever Nuque got in deal with, and these are the documents and evidence so they can prove that yes, their claims against Nuque are true. The claim they had against Mangiro was squandering money or stealing money. They said Mangiro stole the Liberian people money. If Mangiro stole the Liberian people money, now we agree if we say so, right? But how did Mangiro steal the money? I'm not supporting Mange, and I'm not also supporting America, right? But we are trying to find out the understanding as to how we can get our position, how to investigate the entire issue and have our opinion being heard. If you say Mange stole money, how did Mange steal the money? Did Mange go to ministry and steal the money? Did Mange force state major? Did Mange influence? How did Mange steal the money? Those are concerns we will want to know. If America comes in and tell us that Mange stole the money like this, he did this, he did this, he did that, Now we understand that Mange stole. Then the government now will have a position of prosecuting Mange on how they want to do it. It leaves with them. Tuawe, the same way they say Mange stole, they categorize Mange and Tuawe in the same category, and they said they are both the same and they did the same. Koji, they said Koji were chatting for human rights. They say he violated some people right in the country, and they went on and broke another stuff and thing and so on. So if they will come on and say you stopping Koji, America is a country, right? They stopping Koji from going to America does not mean they're stopping Koji from operating Liberia. No. Koji has full rights in the country. Koji can do anything he wants to do in accordance with the Liberian law. Former President George Weah, after America came up with the sanction on the officials, the government immediately suspended Mangiel from his position, Tuawe and whoever, he suspended them. After everything, you saw that, Mangiel contested in Marjorie and won.
Before then, they resigned.
Resigned from. Yeah, they resigned. So now, on the other side, this is why you think some of these things can come critically when you think you say something that can be like a witch hunt. All along, Senator Nukwe in Marjorie have been a good friends to President Joe Walker. They did a lot. They contested in 2017. He was the running mate to Joe Walker in 2017. They lost the election. After they lost the election, all through, Nukwe was the speaker. He was the which means as honor former President Ellen Johnson administration. He served as a speaker honor former President Ellen Johnson administration. After then, Nukwe again left the legislature and was a private citizen. Nukwe was never sanctioned by America after they said Nukwe has influence, power on Ellen government. One job we have administration, they did not sanction Nukwe. Now, in Joe Walker, after Joe Walker just won the election, Nukwe developed and created the ambition of contesting for the Senate protectorship. Then now the United Party people now they went in America with Army White and they sat there and they all what they could do to come up and say they want to sanction Nukwe because they never wanted Nukwe to contest against Yombly. Nukwe had a very serious blood in the Senate. Nukwe wanted to contest for the Senate protectorship and have Nukwe contested. Nukwe would have won the Senate protectorship because
conclude on that.
Because we have gone beyond and investigated and asked all of senators for their opinion, and they said Nukwe was their choice. Even the DeLong today, who is a confidant to Yombly, they all gave their opinion. They were supporting Nukwe. So when they saw that Nukwe was very strong and they have earlier on promised Yombly the Senate protectorship, that when they win the presidency, they were going to get the Senate protectorship to Yombly. So that was how they fought Nukwe from the American side. So they went now and formed G with the Adam Wire and whoever stuff. They came back and said the only way we can bring Nukwe win is to sanction him. And that was what they did. Nukwe all along for any government, you came after another 6 years. Nukwe was never sanctioned. Nobody came and had an opinion against him. But only in Joe Parker government when he declared or when he created the ambition of contesting for the Senate presidency after they have promised Lawrence, that's how they came out and said he's been sanctioned. So when did America realize that Nukwe influenced political power? Since 2011, since 2005, he entered the office as a representative. 2011, he was re-elected. 2017, he left his sat. 2017, 18, 19, 20, he came as a senator. 21, 22, before 23, America can come and say the man has influenced, political power at the House of Legislature. How?
So, what the United States Treasury Department said. Nathaniel McGill is Minister of State for Presidential Affairs and Chief of Staff to President George Weah. During his tenure in government, McGill bribed business owners, received bribes from potential investors, and accepted kickbacks for steering contracts to companies in which he has an interest. McGill manipulated public procurement processes in order to award multi-million-dollar contracts to companies in which he has ownership, including by using emergency procurement processes to raise contract dates. McGill is credibly accused of involvement in a wide range of other corrupt schemes, including soliciting bribes from government office seekers and appropriating government access to his personal gain. He has used government funds allocated to other Liberian government institutions to run his own projects, made up the books payments in cash to senior government leaders, and organized warlords to threaten political rivals. McGill has received an unjustified stipend from various Liberian government institutions and used his position to prevent his misappropriation from being discovered. McGill regularly distribute thousands of dollars in undocumented cash to other government officials for government and non-government activities. McGill is being designated for being a foreign person who is a current government official who is responsible for or complicit in or has directly or indirectly engaged in corruption, including the misappropriation of state assets, the expropriation of private assets for personal gain, corruption related to government contracts, or the extraction of natural resources or bribe. Sema Serenius Cephas. I'm reading the U.S. Treasury Department in the United States. Sema Serenius Cephas is the current Solicitor General and Chief Prosecutor of Liberia. Cephas has developed close relationships with suspects of criminal investigations and has received bribes from individuals in exchange for having their cases dropped. Cephas has worked behind the scenes to establish arrangements with suspects of money laundering investigations to ease cases or, yes, to ease investigations in order to personally benefit financially. He shields money launderers and helps clear them through the court system and has intimidated other prosecutors in an attempt to quash investigations. Cephas has also utilized his position to hinder investigations and block the prosecution of corruption cases involving members of the government. Cephas has been accused of tampering with and purposefully withholding evidence in cases involving members of opposition political parties to ensure conviction. Cephas is being designated for a foreign person who is a current government official who is responsible for or complicit in or directly or indirectly engaged in corruption, including the misappropriation of state assets, the expropriation of private assets for personal gain, corruption related to government contracts, or the extraction of natural resources or bribe. And then, Bill Tuawe, the last person. Bill Tuawe is the current managing director of the National Port Authority, NPA. Tuare orchestrated the diversion of 1.5 million in vessel storage fee funds from the NPA into a private account. Tuare secretly formed a private company to which, through his position at the NPA, he later unilaterally awarded a contract for loading and unloading cargo at the port of Buchanan. The contract was awarded to the company less than a month after its founding. Tuare and others used family members to obfuscate their own involvement in the company, while state benefiting financially from the company. Tuare is being designated for being a foreign person who is a current government official who is responsible for or complicit in or has directly or indirectly engaged in corruption, including the misappropriation of state assets, the expropriation of private assets for personal gain, corruption related to government contracts, or the extraction of natural resources or bribe. So these are the first three. These are the first three. And then as time went back, they brought in the other names and then the sanction implications, saying, as a result of today's action, all property and interest in property of these targets that are in the United States or in possession or control of the U.S. persons must be blocked or reported to offer In addition, any entities that are owned directly or indirectly 50% or more by one or more block persons are also blocked. Offers regulations generally prohibit all dealings by U.S. persons or within the United States, including transactions transiting the United States that involve any person and on and on and on, all of those. So these are the claims against the first three, and then followed by the rest of the guys. And honestly, that is the timing, as Dra put it. Truly, everybody, it took everybody by surprise. Emmanuel Nokui's sanction. It was a hot sun. It took everybody by surprise. He himself, he did not see it coming. And then suddenly, but this is where we are with this situation. So let's blend the president, the president position, or the cracking of the government. Then we open the line, or we will open the line on this one. I
Yeah,
see.
that's the line.
Yeah.
I get the opinion of the
Okay,
people.
I see a couple of comments here. You all left your comments. I want somebody. Okay, it's good. That's intellectualism.
So
It's good. So
go through the comments.
yeah, just
So then we
take,
open.
yeah, it's a few. Tabasi Christopher Wuloti Tabasi said suspicions and allegations are not grounds for prosecution. The U.S. government needs to provide the evidence so that the Liberians can prosecute or be prosecuted. Remember, the burden of proof is on the U.S. government and Joe Bwaka government. Yumotro Kringa, she commented, if Liberia decides to prosecute, the United States government will give Liberian government the evidence. You are absolutely right, Sam. You okay? This one I just a compliment. She said you are very well informed man. Liberians running and saying America got no evidence. Wrong. America got a boatload of evidence. The United States does not change crime, does not charge crimes an individual or individuals without evidence. I live in America. Yomotro Kringa. She went further to say Liberian government always refused to prosecute those corrupt sanctioned officials or criminals in our country. Agreed to prosecute, and the American government will give you the evidences. And who else commented? Somebody disagree with why I want to get there. So that okay, you're doing okay. Well, Yumotro Kringa. Yumotro Kringa would disagree with Dra. She said, you are wrong, Dra. America is not testing Liberia. They have evidence against these criminals. Okay. And who else? Yes. Mm. Okay, so far so good, Dra. That's it. Let's get to the line and have your say on this. Then we move to the government, what is unfolding within the government. The train is cracking. We are told most of the members are expressing dissatisfaction. 0770 907 907 0770 907 907. Go straight to the point because time is of the essence. We got a couple of important, very important issues to talk about, then we get out.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, you lying. Your name. Where you come from?
Okay. Princess,
Yeah, let's hear you, friend.
thank you. I love this topic here for today. We love people, we have to be very careful. Yeah, they say American men, women are people with no way for this. So they say American people, trying to adapt our because there's no evidence. I don't know why America always, interfering in this comes, so they will go ahead and just sit down and listen for us. So I don't know that this is coming for us. This is going to be very careful with this whole happening
Okay.
because like American are here for us.
Thank you. Hello. Your name is what?
Hello?
Hello, you live.
My name is Mo.
Cool.
And you lose. Because something, if you are raising a and you have the excellence to prove that if they are not that's this is you have to come with evidence to say that whether this is corrupt or not. And leave it open like them has a
Okay, thank you. You made your point.
Afternoon, Sam Andrew,
Good afternoon, you live.
Peter Kasa, thank you very much for the discussion. Those that didn't hear from the technical related to those CDP,
all sanction officials, all sanction. But it seems you are right. You are right. The atmosphere we are getting, or the situation, it seems it will go for the sanction guys exclusively.
okay. You know, the government fighting the same battle. Let me tell you, America doesn't have argument against those people. It's clear. If media institutions here have fighting embassy, and they clean it up. What excellent against those people. This particular government needs to be focused on the level and stop getting into true reality. What is going to, they just want to divert our attention. Look at the University of Liberia, what is government doing that? Respect is everything for this escalating. When you leave that thing, can't just be an issue that you are not even going to, that they're going to assassinate your character more and diminish you. You get everything against the other body, you get everything against National Management.
Thank you. You made your point. No?
Hello.
You live. Your name and where you come from.
Yeah, my name is Alan. From Liberia.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, but let me get this short. 15 years of the government. Only one. Yes, you know, so, the CIA president, we are the top president, we value him in the United States. And then there's information in all the department saying that is we are involved into money laundering, and we are into job strategy. We have made the appear to be a trusted for drugs. While after 3 4 days, we are trying to Liberia. Even when you go on the website, on the US department website, it was so let's see the script. Doing anything that is good. 2011, 2015. America, he was in that there. Also, Robert Teddy. Robert Teddy.
Okay. Thank you. You made your point. Hello? Your name and where you come from.
Yeah, thank you. I am actually on this 17.
Actually, you live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I myself disagree with you, but I would disagree with you. If America is serious, if America really wants to spread in Liberia, as the indictment, they should be able to present the evidence to the government, right? You should pick up data for the evidence, but how the government will proceed with the prosecution. So you can get the evidence for what? Then you can open, then how do you want for the prosecuting those people? They are real. If you are, I present the evidence. I confirm with you that they are just testing in our brain the past and coming down the thinking.
Thank you. You made your point. So, very shortly, we take news summary and be back with bit and pieces on your radio.
We are transmitting from Capital Baptist in Morovia on the 17th day of June 2024. When we come back after the news, we into Unity Party And then they flood all over the place, everywhere, Queensway, red light, voila, road, everywhere. The water move into people's houses. The time is 4 o'clock. Let's pick up the news summary with Christopher Bestman.
Good evening. Voice of Liberia News Summary with Christopher Bestman. Be reminded that we are listening to news summary on Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia and on frequencies in Miami and Bon County. The University of Liberia has announced that it will continue to operate as usual despite concerns of potential disruptions. In a statement released on Monday, the UL administration urged all full-time and part-time employees to maintain their regular schedules and continue performing their duties to ensure a successful conclusion to the current academic semester. According to the statement, the university is committed to hosting several high-profile events in the coming weeks, including the launch of its Matura Studies program on June 19 in the 104th commencement competition from August 5th to the 17th. The event is expected to attract prominent guests, including Liberian President Joseph Boycott and development partners. The university administration emphasized that any attempt to disrupt normal operation will have a negative impact on these events and undermines the institution's progress. As such, it has reminded all legally employed faculty members that may that any unauthorized absence without excuse will not be tolerated. The university decision to remain open and continue normal activities is aimed at ensuring that all academic and administrative duties are completed in a timely manner. The UA administration is committed to provide a smooth transition into the new academic year and is working closely with our stakeholders to ensure the success of its main events. In light of this announcement, the university is urging all employees, students, and stakeholders to continue with the normal routines and refrain from any actions that could compromise the institution operations. The Coalition for Democratic Change former chairman Moba Maluku has officially resigned from the CDC, says he wants to prioritize neutrality in civil society initiatives. In a Facebook post, the former CDC chairman informed the party that a cross section of the Liberian populace has chosen him as chairman and lead advocate of the Solidarity Trust for a New Day stand. Molu at the time said STEM is diverse, non-political civil society and advocacy organization dedicated to the eradication of impunity in Liberia without alliance to any political ideology of party. Meanwhile, Molu has expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the National Executive Committee and particularly the Congress for Democratic Change (CDC) for their unwavering support over the years. Model who took the CDC to victory in 2017 have extended an open invitation to his numerous supporters and admirers, as well as larger society, to join him in his civil society initiative in order to work together to carve out a better future for common patrimony. President Joseph Yuma Waika has broken ground for construction of the Bethesda Christian Mission School in Miami County. President Bwaka believes that this will provide students with the opportunity for higher education and training in the country. In addition to his commitment, the Liberian leader reassured staff and faculty members of the Booker Washington Institute of upgrading the institution to a tertiary level college at the University Center. President Bwaka has also pledged to provide 1,000 beds of Siemens toward the construction of the proposed institution. President Bwaka made this remark over the weekend of the groundbreaking ceremony of the Bethesda Christian Mission School in Kent Village, Miami County. Soup declares President Bwaka unwelcome amidst University of Liberia academic crisis. Speaking during a press conference Monday, June 17, the Wagner Student Unification Party SUP has issued a stern ultimatum to President Joseph Yuma Bwaka's government. During a press conference on Monday, SUP leaders warned the Unity Party administration to address critical issues plaguing the university immediately or face several black scars. SUP Chairman Quayon the second, popularly known as, declared that President Bouaka is unwelcome on the University of Liberia campuses if this government does not ensure that lecturers are paid and academic activities resume within the next 48 hours. SUB condemned the government's financial negligence, noting that while over 20,000 students face school closure due to unpaid teachers, funds have been spent lavishly on senators' retreat and the president's private jet travels. SUB criticized that this action as a blatant disregard for education, violating both Article 6 of the Liberian Constitution and Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The student group vowed to prevent President Bouaka's planned visit to the university, calling it a disservice to students amidst the university institution ongoing closure. In a related move, another sub-section led by Abba, Kelvin Kevin Batua welcomed the decision by the University Faculty Association to call on the government to the General Auditing Commission (GAC) to conduct a thorough audit of the University of Liberia. They urged the Bouaka Kun administration to prioritize reopening of the institution. The Imam of the Bolivar Central Mosque, Sheikh Umaru, is calling on Muslims around the world to do away with tribal differences and hold together in order to push the religion forward. Imam Sheikh Umaru said the Muslim community has been divided over the years due to tribal differences. According to him, this has caused serious problems to the growth of the religion. He made statement during the Abraham prayer on Sunday, June 16, 2024. To end the news, the recap of the top story. Coalition for Democracy former Chairman Mouba Malou has officially resigned. The CDC says it wants to prioritize neutrality in civil society initiative. My name is Christopher Bestman. Good evening.
So, welcome again. The next newscast is on this evening. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews and Edwin Drive. Let's break. When we come back, we are into the government.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Looking for the summer. Stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gonna whip us on, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lost. The government trick us. The people fool us. The people lost. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with their speech, they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you walk? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we voted you. You fool us, you screw us, you use us a little and abuse us. So why? I want to make sure why? That's what that we like. The people fool us, the people lost us, the government betray us. They lie. The people fool us, the people lost us, the government betray us. They cannot, no one to touch. My people don't want to nobody. My hope that I have to go. Telling you, brother. So where are the streets? Where are the roads? Where are the dogs that they said they were full? But they too selfish. The people tired with their people tired. You see the reason why we ask the government betray. They have enough of them, but they stay to the next people suffer. No work for people crying. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation. Oh, you got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should like.
And certainly, so the politicians are now confessing individually that truly nothing for Liberia. Everything in hands of the foreigners. But they are the ones who sit on Capitol Hill, on all of the hills, and make the decision.
The people who are so.
When we tell you Liberia is cursed, you think that we are not Liberia or we're not patriotic. The politicians are the ones who are getting everything onto themselves. And you are used as the surrogate. You just run around. Amanda, I went to.
Retire with the promises that left us for our damages. Retire with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you, but you fool us. You screw us.
Never trust a politician. Never ever. If you ever put your hope in politicians, well, you are dead. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Life. You're 104.1 in Monrovia with me, Sam Andrews and Edwin Dra. Having taught the information that we've got that the Liberian government or the government of President Joseph Yoma Boaka will be coming out with an indictment against those sanctioned officials from the government of the Coalition for Democratic Change. Let's move to the government itself now.
So before we move to the government, let me inform you that the cash giveaway is on. That's star 799 star select number 8 was Liberia, pay with $100 or 70 USD and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars of today. That's a very great opportunity for you. Star 799 star 8 star 799 star enter select number 8 was Liberia. As you select number 8 was Liberia, your wallet will open, play with $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent USD and stand a chance to win 4,000 Liberian dollars on today. Very shortly, we'll draw our first win. Very shortly, we'll draw our first winner.
On Monday, the first day of the week, you get 4G in your pocket. Ah, and the first day of the week, don't jab it,
Yeah.
and you
So
tune yourself at it.
yeah, keep your entry star 799 star enter select number 8 also Liberia, and your wallet will open automatically. Play with $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents and win the 4,000 Liberian dollars. What a great opportunity for you on this Monday.
Those who won the 15,000, 20,000 at the weekend, they enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
When the match finish, and they start playing from now, they enjoy it. The man stay there, it's still low.
but Sam, you know that man, some people won't finish.
Oh yeah.
Some people,
So true.
you know
True,
the plane,
Edra. Yeah.
we know the plane people can get a ma. When you get a ma, the plane can be there too much. Because soon the ma can plane gone. the plane that can super all the plane are sporting plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sporting sport. I want
Yeah,
sport.
right.
That's sporting plane.
Say my man, and I easy. You want to get money, I do the other one.
Yeah.
I did have to do the one my horse. But as soon as I'm out here, I got the 5 player man. My son and I take a two star.
Certainly. You
And
know,
the move from that now, forget it. I walk.
and once a man start to drink, he feels he want to offer. And once you start to offer, when the money not finish, you get to
The man you kept all that.
So keep your entry to star 799. Thousand Liberian dollars today. It is a great opportunity for you. Yeah, you can win that. Now can be popular. Star 799 star. Enter select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent United States dollars and win the 4,000.
Here we go next.
When the ship is singing and the captain is not listening to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, You cannot sing along with the captain. You have to take off the ship and raise the alarm that the ship is sinking, captain. JMB has asked for time, but when you ask for time, you can keep making mistakes. Asking for time, the same time you make one mistake to another, making one mistake to another. When the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you cannot sing along with the captain. You have to get off the ship and raise the alarm that the ship is sinking, captain. JMB has asked for time, but when you ask for time, you can keep making mistakes. Asking for time, the same time you make one mistake to another, making one mistake to another. Senator Dias is living right in Morocco, right in Maserati. Why are we giving him 10,000 to go to a constituency? Are we serious here? He living right to the place of constituents are. But we're giving him 10,000 to go to the constituency. What's they say there? Was that a serious contract? Is that what you call rescue? Senator Young Become Lawrence, he also lives in Maserati, even though she represents Bassa. But when you go to the Bassa people, are we the ones who are getting money to go there? We're going to get you 10,000 to go there. When teachers, public school teachers are making less than 150, when nurses are making less than 150, when security personnel in the police in the army making less than 150, it's going to be giving you 10,000 to go get the people in Bassa who voted for you. Everything I know medicine, you heard Daryl Jallo. Which kind of lie are you talking about? The LED light or the Jack-o'-lantern light? Daryl Jallo. Which kind of lie are you talking about? The LED light or the Jack-o'-lantern light? You heard Daryl Jallo. Which kind of light are you talking about? The LED light or the Jack-o'-lantern light? You heard Daryl Jallo. Which kind of light are you talking about? The LED light or the Jack-o'-lantern light? The people just go to the legislature to suit their personal interests. You heard Daryl Jallo. Which kind of light are you talking about? The LED light or the Jack-o'-lantern light? The people just go to the legislature to suit their personal interests, while vast majority of the people suffer. This has been happening for 177 years. When will people break away from poverty? All of us should start pondering over this question. We've been poor for 177 years, even though we have the abundant natural resources. But when will we break away? You have a legislature. For example, we expose these people. You know, there are many reasons, too many mistakes. And the mistakes can be piling up. Then you tell me about your exercise station, your way. Yeah, we will wait, but we have to take these mistakes.
So the government is shifting from the legislature to the executive. The boss say when you eating secretly, and you know that the way you eat it, it's not correct. But some kind of mistake, somewhere you think that no one see you or it's not going to come out. When it comes, it can be too bad. That's what happening. Like Mariama Pokana was said that God pity them so. So the government, the atmosphere is an uneasy one. Some of them, not very many, but some of UPist or partisans of Unity Party are uncomfortable with what is happening. They think that President Joseph Yema Boakai is being used. They see him as a de facto president and not the president of the country. A de facto president is just a president who is there and under some kind of arrangement doesn't have any legitimacy. So that's how they see him. Why? They think that he's being used because he's not putting his feet to the ground. He's not stamping his authority. That certain individuals have taken hold of him from the legislature to the executive and on the other side. Everything is going haywire within the government. You may think that, oh, I think entire is going this way, but that is not true. Those of you who are outside, you think that from the outside point, you think that yeah, everything is okay, but everything isn't okay within the government. The president himself is confused. Too many things are happening. And a certain group of people are the ones who have made matters worse for the president. Over the days, in the coming days ahead of us, we don't reach for that. But given what is unfolding, the president going to have a difficult time going forward. Unless these individuals can drop their individual ego, unless they can drop it and put the country first, unless they can drop the pretense that they love Liberia, they love JMB, they arrest agenda, and actually do what is right. Liberia's problem, the legislature. That legislature has always been the problem for any government in this country. And the executive has always seen the legislature as a playground because they can chunk money there. So everything just going haywire with the government. Nothing straight. This is no opposition thing, no anti-government, no anti-GMP. If you ever understood it that way, well, you are wrong. Open your eyes, see what is happening on a daily basis. Except you are not a librarian. If you are a librarian, you follow the politics. You'll get involved in the government. Things are just going haywire within the government. You know why? Because we've got too many presidents. Too many presidents. To the extent that their own people, some of the people are having second thought. But let's start with the morning press. Let's talk about the morning. American said that he was going to give full understanding. Senator McGill too. But the emphasis is on American because he's one of those who during the 2023 elections. Did you see American? American cried. American cried. Why? He felt they had delivered the country from President George Weah. He felt that system had come, what they had longed for.
That's a wrap.
That Liberia was going to be a country of no stealing, a country of accountability under GMB, a country where the law will not be breached, everything will go right. American was not only crying because they won, he was crying because of these things and many more I've just talked about. But it turned the other way around because they did not realize that all of us are on earth and factors can work against us. You can wear the white of whitest gown from heaven. You can preach the best of all. Sermon of accountability, transparency. Once you get on earth, factors will work against you. What you think you can do or you want to do, you will not do. And that is why you have to be very careful how, when you see players on the stage, when you see them playing, having some difficulties, making some mistakes, don't outrightly condemn because you will have the opportunity one day to get on that stage. It is when you get to realize that, yes, my criticism against the people in the past was wrong. Now I'm feeling it. That's what happening with American in it. The legislature, they ate enough money and they continue to eat. So all of us know about the 10,000 all over the place. So hear what he said. Now that I have seen and reviewed all official papers relating to the Senate retreat and interview Senate and Minister of Finance and Development Planning staff, I am in a position to factually demystify the disbursements with supporting documents when I return from Bakulu. We promise transparency and accountability, and it starts with the Senate. I would like to thank our pro tem and my colleagues for the attention they have paid this matter and their commitment to transparency and accountability. Thanks to the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning for its cooperation in releasing records to us upon request. We will not be able to provide proper oversight to the executives if we don't hold ourselves accountable. This is the first one from Senator Connett. So he's saying that he got documents from the Ministry of Finance. He did some interview, and that interview means with some people in the Senate, out of the Senate, with the hotel people. So he's portraying it like he did not have any idea at first. It is now that he's getting the actual or trying to get the actual facts regarding that retreat, mainly how the budget was developed, augmented, and apportioned. But what sense does it make? The senator is just trying to play the bully. Listen to the senator carefully. It is now that he's trying to gather facts. How can a financial expert, how can a man who ran this country as finance minister for several years, how can a man who have always talked about exposing, educating other people, developing other people in the financial sector, would not do the simple elementary thing to find out from the onset that we're going to have a retreat? What is the budget for this retreat? How the money is being used? Do we have it in the budget? Is it a line item? Nothing of such. They went to the retreat. What did Senator Conan say as his first justification? He said the money was put in the economy. In essence, it developed the economy. The commerce of Grand Bazaar was going to increase. That was his first justification. Then he comes back now, he somersaults to say that he interviewed, he got documents from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, thanking them for cooperating. He's going to put his bits and pieces together and then move on the path of transparency and accountability. Do you do this after the damage has been caused? No. So the senator, along with other guys, other senators, did not show any leadership. Moreover, it questions their financial ability. Given the kind of person Senator Connor is, together with other guys who are well seasoned in that legislature, it will not be at this time they say the gathering facts. In my opinion, they just try to sway. They just try to sway. So people say, yes, the people doing this, the people doing that. What? They are guilty. The way in which they went. Look at Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence's position or reaction. Look at the other senators. Today, nothing definitive has come out about that money. 290,000 initially, but it came down. Some say they used 50,000. Another person said they used 47,000. Another person said 25,000. Different figures all over the place. Why I'm starting with the legislature? Because both of these people came in condemning, vilifying, and indicting the former government as not having the ability. It was corrupt to the core. Procedures were not being followed, but rather monies were being taken out surreptitiously, used by the legislators then. And here we are, the same old thing. We did not expect that, given the kind of guys who in that legislature with a solid financial background would stoop so low like this. Today, they can account. The president said there's going to be no business as usual, but it's over business as usual, not that past mass business as usual. Past mass. I mean, people, more than what the president said, the people doing it in broad day, no hiding again. Past mass. So, Senator, we're waiting for Senator McGill. Senator McGill said he's going to react. He will give his position. He will explain what he knows about that money. And the other senators will have to give their position. As much as it is within their law as they argue that the money is legitimate, but the way it went, given the economy of the country, given how most of the sectors of this country down, that the country, those sectors can hardly have the appropriate budget. And you guys at the legislature will appropriate more and more and more money onto you people. Then it defeats President Joseph Iwan Boakai, no business as usual. So the legislature is in business as usual. The executive is in business as usual. Today, the Minister of Public Works was at the ministry, was at the legislature to give an understanding of that 22 million. Boss. Too many things. Too many things. So, yeah, is it? they rescue Ghana, the man got vexed.
Rescue Ramos yet.
Yeah, he cried. He got vexed. He never expected that this would have happened.
The hero share no tears, but the man
Yeah.
share. When I
So the man got vexed. The man said, but then there is no need. There is no need to be a part of the rescue team because they are not rescuing, but rather individually, it is open onto every government official to enrich themselves. So he will tender in his resignation, even though he tried to put it some kind of way.
When the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you can
Captain Boagan. He said, Captain Boagan, that rescue Rambo. He said, Captain Boagan can't listen. Fakao, Captain Boagan, he's referring to.
when the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions.
So, confirmation. He said the ship sinking.
so it means
I mean,
the government is proceeding in different direction.
yeah. But what he's simply saying that the captain does not know how to pilot the ship. So the ship is going in the wrong direction. And those who have an understanding, they are the ones who are piloting her while the pilot has been hijacked or they can't sit down. Then yeah, let's go.
When the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions, the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions. When the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you cannot sing along with the captain. You have to get off the ship and raise the alarm that the ship is sinking, captain. JMB has asked for time, but when you ask for time, you can't keep making mistakes. Asking for time at the same time you make one mistake to another. Making one mistake to another.
When it is said that the president was making too many mistakes, and some of those mistakes, what did the people say? Most of his fans say, "Oh, they are anti-government, they are anti-German." But yeah, that's their own man.
I'm saying we agree.
Their own man is confirming that what the people have been saying, that's true. The man is making too many mistakes. And the president will continue to make too many mistakes. I've known this from day one. I've said it, and let me repeat to you. Yeah, is it? The president is not in his prime. You argued it, but it makes sense. The president is not in his prime. He has aged. That's one. Two, 99.9% of the guys and women around him, they are far ahead of their game. He's far below them, they are far ahead. What that means is before he can think one, they have taught 5, 10. Moreover, the third aspect, he wants to act like he's fully engaged with everything, but he's disengaged situationally. They are doing the work. So you see, so when they say he's the president, but he's not fully in charge. He's not in charge then the government. That's the reality. Yeah, the own man confirming.
When the ship is sinking and the captain is not listening to your suggestions to make sure to keep the ship afloat, you cannot sing along with the captain. You have to get off the ship and raise the alarm that the ship is sinking, captain. JMB has asked for time, but when you ask for time, you can't keep making mistakes. Asking for time at the same time you make one mistake to another. Making one mistake to another.
Right?
Yeah, so Rescue Rambo is right. But Rescue Rambo then they try calling us on things, and in Liberia our culture at times sometimes we don't cover certain things. And that's what happened to the Baka government. They came on, they said former President George Weah and his officials were corrupt. And, they were the people who responsible for the backwardness of Liberia. They said all forms of things against former President George Weah. As a government, when you take on, people expect a lot from you, especially when you were being critics in the opposition. Those criticisms you did against US government or against your counterpart, they will look at you critically when they are in the party as well. They will look at you critically when you are in the driving seat, and this is what happened right now. The President Joe Biden errors and too many mistakes being made in the government, cited by Martin K. and Colley. This is something a lot of Liberians saw way back. This is something that people opted not to have had occurred in the governance space of our country. And you saw people vehemently rejecting the presidency of Joseph Walker, but you have few of them who felt they were change everything and say anything, and people will listen to them. And they said it, people will listen to them. And today they are in the driving seat. Now the president don't tend to listen to few of them. The rescue Rambo are one of them. The first issue Rescue Ramo had, Martin King couldn't have with President Walker government is the appointment of Cyrus Best Yankee at the Foreign Affairs Ministry. When he came out, with his statement that Cyrus and does not have a degree, she's scheming and like this, blah blah blah. Walker did not consult him. Walker did not go in line with his, accusation against Cyrus. He went about appointing the lady. She went for confirmation and they confirmed her today he is the foreign affairs minister. Martin, they didn't stop there as well. The assets recovery team, they set up the assets recovery team. They had issue with the team as well, and they appointed him on the team as well. As time went on, Martin resigned for the assets recovery team, and the assets recovery team blundered a lot in the country. We all know that. All of the cases they raised or issues they raised, they lost all in the Supreme Court. President Walker government through the Commerce Ministry again, making another official statement around about the rest issue. Rescue Rambo went there again and he had his own post on to say. You have Public Works Minister Roland Giddens when they took out $22 billion for road in their first 100 days. Rescue Rambo came again, he framed at then and said it was not appropriate, they did not do the needful, or didn't do the right thing. So, the man is like checking on them and telling them that the government we brought, the government we felt we're bringing for the people is not what we are observing. So, what we are observing it means the president who we sat with or the president we sat with and had conversation, those good things we discuss, those ideas and policies we say we're going to implement or craft is not the president that is controlling the governance space of our country. Because the president we had conversation with prior to the president in the seat was very resilient. And today, if the president is the president of the country and you see all kind of awful things occurring all over, it means the president is not in charge or something is responsible. Like Sam said, the president is old and it's obvious. Even in America, when people old, they don't give them certain position, they don't let you have your will. Your children around you will control you, even if you are to do certain thing to appear before law. You will say you have age and certain things you are not to do. But because we are not being taught in Liberia like that, so we feel and we still have that perception that old people they got wisdom and not all old people. In Liberia, we had a perception when you owe me, you got plenty of sense. You know how many people sorry for the expression, you know how many old people in Liberia don't have sense? They got plenty of old people don't have sense. So the sensible things Rambo now saying that they all discussed with the president and he agreed, he brought up some suggestions. Today, the president is the contrary to things they discussed previously. So when you hear him talking about the captain is not listening to your suggestion, the passenger suggestion, or maybe the assistant captain suggestion, meaning the ship will sink. Then when the ship is sinking, the person who was on board giving advice to the pilot, if he can't listen, The man said they will go away. So he's trying to say that bit by bit, he's trying to leave or take a hand from the rescue team. But
And
it's kind of difficult, right? It's kind of difficult to just take himself from the rescue team.
whether he stays or leaves, it's not going to make any difference of the change. They, the atmosphere is such that the president just can't make it. This government, just as John Molu described alien government as 10 times corrupt, so will it be. President Boaka is far below these people. The only advantage that he has is he is the president. But the knowledge to manipulate, to scheme, to divert, they got it. He doesn't have it. And the reason he doesn't have it because he has aged. These guys are sophisticated. There are too many things. There are too many things can happen the president don't know. Too many thousands and millions can be diverted. The president don't know. Even if he gets to realize it, it's late. Either that person will have left the country or the person goes on some kind of assignment and just tender in his resignation, like we saw in past government, and then the person stay and enjoy the money where they are. So it's going to be that way. His departure doesn't mean anything, in my opinion. If he
Well,
will
that makes
be
no
if he will be critical enough, then it will help them a little bit. That means to bring out the excesses.
But
Because
we,
all that they're doing is they're putting the pressure on them instead of just leaving it open and let the people discern for themselves. Because they just the former government did it. The people pillaged the resources of this country. Just we have messed this country up. We're fixing the country. Just we have did this. Just we have did that. So when you focus too much on a person or the former government, and you having a number of errors on accountability, lack of transparency, breach of the rule of law, then you pile on too much. At the end of the day, you can't do anything. The president said he's coming to prosecute, but the president himself should be prosecuted because he has not given account. One of the ways Walker has hurt this country, honestly, that 200, that 600, the inauguration money. And he had the audacity, no regret, to praise Miata family that she did a good job. As much as she did a good job, that money still needs to be accounted for. We should know. Sometimes, right, it doesn't, we just have to talk, but it makes no sense in my opinion, because when the legislature eating, the other people eating, who has the right to talk to who? The legislature sits over there. It doesn't want to go through any audit. How is it? What's the sense in that thing? You're using taxpayers' money. You are public officials. That is a public institution. But you have all along over the years shielded yourself against audit. But you will summon people from the executive on accountability ground, on immoral ground, on ethical ground. You questioning them.
I want to receive the problem getting.
You even yeah. They even try.
Will come to clean here.
They will even move to exercise their contempt power.
They have not. I can be thinking at times, Sam, what are do people better know their function?
They know.
Some of them
They know.
You know what happened? There are very few over there who understand the functions of a legislature. Very few.
Yeah.
Them, the few that know the functions of the legislature
Are the ones who are using the rest.
Thank you. What about testing the ability of their colleagues? When they test the ability, they know that you are domain.
They get too many mumu in our House of Representatives and Senate.
Too many
the mumus are many.
Very many. So the guys who are sharp, they sharp when the legislature. What about testing the ability of the others? Especially when they post it, just want to look at the committee. Then they post somebody there as a member. The first thing they're going for a meeting, when they go for the committee meeting, you press speaking social jargon.
So
And you don't understand anything in that discipline.
until the legislature can open up to audit, that thing is Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence released to tell financial record, that's not audited. That whole thing is political. It's political. If for just as they want to audit, they are trying to get the support of a foreign company to come in and audit the former government the same way comprehensively that house, that legislature needs to be audited. It will never be right. No system will be in this country. Corruption will be rife and it will be more unless that legislature can open up or can be audited. How can they? Those guys in the legislature, some of them were insisting that NSA be audited because they're using public money. Good. But why they can be audited too? You see, my man, look at this country here. You see where we are? They can be audited. And the people, look, the amount of money they apportion onto themselves. They develop different lines. $885 every month to go and visit. Just to go and visit. So Dwa is right on bypass. Dwa constituency and bypass. But then Dwa receive that money. They apportion different. If you put all the money together, I mean, no one has used more money in this country. No one has accrued more money onto themselves. No one has gotten rich in this country than the legislatures.
But the people who go about sending their own budget and approve for their
Yeah,
own budget.
I like how the man blasted them. I like how the man blasted them.
Someone has authored the budget. Someone has authored the budget. I just read the post of one of the rescue representatives, Richard Kuhn, where the budget has been authored. The legislature is corrupt. Captain Senators, you share almost $500,000. Legislature is corrupt. The 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 legislature is corrupt. Captain Senators, you share almost $500,000. $500,000. Public school teachers at the university have not taken care for 3 months. Amen. Is this rescue nation? Are they rescuing the people or they are rescuing their pockets and pressure? Is this rescue nation? Amen. 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 Is this rescue nation? Are they rescuing the people or they are rescuing their pockets and pressure? How can you even assign your coke? You take your coke from your heart, you carry to the you carry your coke to the retreat. When the coke is pocket, you get our money and pay, even though they're working for your home. That's state plunder. That's state plunder. You are plundering the state coffers at the expense of the ordinary people in Liberia, in West Point, in Stoneway. Money we have spent on the legislature since 2006. What we have spent on the legislature since 2006, Madam Ellen Johnson came to power up to 2021, and I'll also give you figures for 2022, 2023 when President Weah left out. So $460,268.69. We have spent just on 103 people sitting down somewhere collecting bribes and bribe revenues. So this is almost half a billion. If I add the amount we spend there because we transition to a calendar year budget in 2022. So if I add that amount there, 2022, 2023, we'll be talking about more than half a billion. We have spent just on the legislation alone. This is $460 million, $268,069. So this is almost half a billion. We have spent for a legislature whilst the people suffer. This is what's happening. Do you know how more than half a billion can do for Liberia? Legislature is corrupt. Captain Senators, legislature is corrupt. Captain Senators, legislature is corrupt. Captain Senators, you share almost $500,000. 500,000 public school teachers at the university have not taken pay for 3 months. Amen. Is this rescue mission? Public school teachers at the university have not taken pay for 3 months. Amen. Is this rescue mission? 500,000 public school teachers at the university have not taken pay for 3 months. Amen. Is this rescue mission? Public school teachers at the university have not taken pay for 3 months. Amen. Is this rescue mission? Public school teachers at the university have not taken pay for 3 months. Amen. Is this rescue mission? Are they rescuing the people that are rescuing their pockets and precious? How can you assign your coat? You take your coat from your heart, you carry it to the, you carry your coat to the retreat. When the coat finish poking, you pay our money and pay, even though they're working to your home. That's state plunder. That's state plunder. You are plundering the state purpose at the expense of the ordinary people in Liberia.
So let's pick up. Let's move to our cash money giveaway. And then after that, we turn to you to have your say, and then we discuss the last topic, and then we are out.
Okay, so yeah, thank you, Sam. So we got our first winner coming up shortly. So I can safely say you could be that person. That's star 799 star. Enter select number 8 was Liberia and stand the chance of winning yourself the 4,000 Liberian dollars. So shortly we spin and we do the spin shortly. And as we do the spin, if you win, you get your money instantly. And I want to assure you that I come in Spain. So you be the lucky person to win. That's star 799 star. Select number 8 was Liberia. And as you select number 8 was Liberia, play with 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance of winning yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars this Monday. So keep your entry, keep your entry. So we talk to our winner. I'm spinning. Let me spinning and see who got to be that lucky winner. I'm spinning already. You can put your own two. Okay, so now let's do this now. Hello.
Yeah,
My name is Edwin Robin Duan, and I call you Voice Liberia.
yeah.
What is your name?
Smotera.
Sumo Taylor?
Yeah.
From where?
On Jogatan, Nicholas, Rehab.
Jagotown. Okay. Did you play the Voice Liberia cash giveaway?
Yes.
What time you play?
I play by 2 o'clock when you're coming up.
Oh, okay. How many times you play?
2 times.
2 times?
Yeah.
And how you play?
Star 7. No, I didn't give out my TV because I can really lose, but never have for me for you too.
So your message I'm going already.
My message,
So, so how you play? How you
I play Star 7, Nana High.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Star 7, 9 High.
No. Star 799 star.
Star 7, Nana Star. Now send it.
Oh, okay. Wait. At the job of my heart, the house, yeah, at the job of my heart. Yeah, that's star 799 high. Thank you. You know it.
I thought playing the game over there. I did it.
Yeah, star 799 high. Yeah.
When you send it,
Uh-huh.
the money will come to you.
Yeah, it's letter number 8.
You select number 8 is one of the zero. Then you plug it. When you plug it in, it will send you another message. Whether you get 10 or you get $100. When you get $100, you choose. You go to number 2. You send it in. When you send it in, it will bring another message. It will enter your app. What is your weather? Then when you enter, the message will go through it. And you'll receive a message to you.
So you did all that one at 3 o'clock today, right?
Yes.
So you have won yourself your 4,000 Liberian dollars.
Yeah.
Now I'm not using it because you know I already see it. Okay, brother. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. We appreciate your effort in playing the cash giveaway.
All right.
You say your name again? Your name?
Get up.
You chatted? You chatted us, no?
But man,
Yeah.
they got a link for that time. I didn't know where.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I hope you are putting it together. Go free your brother.
No, put it in the guy. I know we'll figure out one day.
That 4,000 you can get some more.
Eh?
The 4,000 you can get more and get some more so they can free you.
My man.
Okay, brother. Just kidding, man. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So Taylor is our first winner for the cash giveaway this afternoon. There are a few minutes to the evening hour. Got very few minutes. That's 5 minutes to the evening hour. And let me inform you that when you do a time telling, they will tell you from 12, p.m. or 12 in the day to 4 o'clock or 4:59 the afternoon in Liberia, and from sharp 5 o'clock all the way to week hour like 11:59. You call it evening. You can call it evening, especially from 8 to 11. You can call it good night and stuff, right? But the afternoon section is from 12 p.m. in a day, 12 o'clock. You start saying good afternoon, up to 4:59. That good afternoon. Sharp 5 in the evening, it becomes good evening. Then 11, let's say sharp 12 midnight. When it's sharp 12, it changed to AM. So now that one on a good morning. So you say good morning up to 11:59 in the day or in the morning. That time it can be clear. And then the morning time you say good morning and stuff. So that's how you go. But keep your entry star 799 hash, enter and select number 8 was a Liberia, and as you enter number 8 was a Liberia, play with 100 Liberian dollars, and out of the 100 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance of winning 4,000 Liberian dollars. So again, we already coming to another winner here. Let me see what I can do the other winner. Yeah, same just give me small things, eh? Let me draw the other winner. Let me tell the people say we ready to give up money today. Star 799 hash, enter select number 8 was Liberia. And as you select number 8 was Liberia, you play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent United States dollars, and stand a chance of winning yourself just 4,000 Liberian dollars. And we are generating our second winner already. The spin is on, and I'm spinning. Put your tray, a possible you can pick up. Putting your tray, possible you can pick up at the moment. And I'm spinning. I'm spinning. That's star 799 hash. Enter and select number 8 also Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or play with 70 cent USD and stand a chance to win yourself the 4,000 Liberian dollars. This wonderful afternoon and soon to be evening. We got 2 minutes up to the evening hour. So let me see what I can spin for the last again. First, it landed on zero. It landed on nobody number. So I can do it again for the second time. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Okay, 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 okay. It's spinning. It is spinning, 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 spinning. Keep it coming. Now we have. Let's talk to the winner. Hello, hello. My name is Edward Irving. I call you from Boston, Liberia. People away from your noise, man, bro. Hello, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, leave the noise more now. Okay, okay,
Yeah, I received it.
okay. My name is Edward Irving. I'm from Boston, Liberia.
Yeah, thank you. Man. You're right, Frank. I
Abraham,
receive it.
Abraham. Okay, the voice of your cash giveaway. You are winning some 4,000. Say you receive already, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud.
Yeah, the noise too much. We can continue. Okay, Abraham. Okay. Abraham has won the second 4,000 Liberian dollars. So you see how you're looking at? So put it in again. The same way you're looking at when you put it in, the more you put it in, the more we take a joy. And that's how I look at it. Very shortly, we're going to take another joy again. Two person in row, Abraham and Taylor. The other guy, Taylor, and that of Abraham, they have won the 20K, valid 10. So the high looking at. To keep the entry, that's star 799 hash. Enter select number 8 for the Liberia. As you select number 8 for the Liberia, play with 100 Liberian dollars or 17 like United States dollars and stand a chance of winning yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. I feel like I'm out. I hope you can win yourself 4,000 and go today, Murphy. So that's how we go to the line now and take a call, get your opinion, your view on this issue about the rescue ship sinking and the rescue assisting pilot Martin K and call it the rescue rumble trying to escape the ship. Let's talk. Hello.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, you live. Good evening. Your name and where you come from.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I just love it. My name is Jerry Walker. I'm from my
Yeah.
let me say thanks to you guys for experience and show and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to help us with each other, we let you know, we don't know for this. Actually, one that we very appreciate for the hard moment. And also, you got to promise that during the cleaning, everything you want to know cemetery. I want to know how to tell you guys, hey, you know, cemetery, European, you know, how you guys do the committee there, and I enjoy it. I really appreciate that for our community. I never had the opportunity to end with that, man.
Okay.
Hey,
I want to say thank you to.
it's very shocking. And then, listen to the bring up this happening. It's shocking. It's like, Tony is wrong somewhere. Because we talk about politics that doing them the government. Then today, we are seeing these lances are bringing up.
Mhm.
If whenever we are young people, we look at that. Now, we are always saying, against the media, high appreciation. The couple of business they can bring it out. So we, the couple of citizens that sitting in communities, don't really want to complain. Because if you don't the real, you don't know what's going
Mhm.
in a country, you don't know what's in a country to move the world. You know what I mean? But we can do it. The guys are why 30 men, it's a 3 men, people that 30 men is seated because they know me on. So that was that. They export the nation, they export the nation. I'll tell you that for this moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good evening. Your name and where you come from.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much. Thank you for the program.
Mhm.
We don't have a question, Papa.
Yeah. Go ahead. What is tonight?
Okay, thank you for the program. You know, the problem of the country, anything, the major part of the insecurity, the market quality was talking, the me man, your market quality down. That was down. If you handle that channel there, for that Jago Lantern, the big man.
But why you crying? Wait. You don't even. You don't have senator. You don't even come before Paga to begin president.
Yeah, you were crying with me because they all promoted him now. He can't, he will not sing when he come in and like this. I'm not going to have to same that you show from the usual when it comes to say nothing will keep that thing now. The business is on a wet now. When I ain't a market now. Yeah, we don't market in a market now. President Brocker will be difficult for him to put a fee down.
Okay.
Because people control the government 24 hours. So thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you. The boy use their money, so they want to take it back. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from. Please go away from your radio.
I'm Young Bill, sorry for Panas Bay.
Yeah. Let's hear you.
Yeah, but thank you very much for the deliberation on it. But it is not change. Our last problem is the legislator. Bunch of greedy people we put into power, very poor, never had anything. So what do we expect when it comes to power? It's to reach themselves to 300 a night. So that's a bit of problem. But we electricity will learn lessons. Because anytime we go forward, we go to better rest. Go up here because there's no more money you can give us. You know, according to the rest of the thing, we're not going anywhere. We said it from the beginning. I am not a politician, but I'm a realist. And that was the wrong decision they ever made. So they continue to fight it. But this government will not go anywhere. Nobody bring the evil. But the people, if they're not really serious, look at that, why is the light now? The light is off, completely off. So, yeah, so super sure, brother.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
You where you come from?
Yeah, this is brother from this. Picture the fair guy like taking the fire of Nigeria. You know?
That's it.
Yeah, when I was listening to Rescue Rambo, I was just thinking of the voice the other Christians that are spending with the Liberian people. They have defended us because we love these things that they should the way they were doing this, the shape was crazy. But they didn't listen to us. So in fact, we were answer to the government. But here we are, we are coming up. Then you will think more than you will see the two of these guys are taking something close to themselves and the other will start to turn it for the government and leave it because of the way in which is leading the country. Look at Amalatone. Amalatone is so upset. You are a financial expert. You know all. You justify the money that you took. Not the people. You need any financial expert to come and finish the money that you got more than what you got a company for the 6, for the 7, 6. You kill it. You take $10,000 a second senator. You multiply the how many dollars is that? Then you will say that you tell us you come with something, you will come up with a real price. There is no price you just coming out to play around it to play for. Find out is just time for reality. We know the reality. The reality is you are here to penalize the Liberian economy, to penalize the resources of the Liberian, taking all onto yourself while we are left with nothing. So thank you, brother. We'll keep talking. We'll keep talking one day. One day. Thank you.
Okay. So one day things will change.
Okay, so let's move to something else. Thank you ever so much. 5-0. Let's talk with resignation. Finally, of the party resigned. Second resignation. Mulbam Mullen. Not necessarily the focus is on his resignation, but I want to talk about the impact. CDC has made it clear that they will be contesting the election in 2029. President Weah, former President Weah, who is the standard bearer of the party, has made it clear that he will be on the ballot 2029. And the party still has most of its stalwarts around. Senator McGill, Janga Cole, the acting chair of the party, Jefferson Koji, the Secretary General, William Gabla, and on we can go here with the list. Moliba Molu had earlier, a couple of months ago, announced his departure. That means he was standing down, rather, from the chairmanship of the party, which paved the way for the installation of Janga Cole. And he said that he wasn't leaving his party, CDC, but rather he will stay on, support the party going into 2029. It has come out, he has resigned from the party formally, that he's no longer a member of the Congress for Democratic Change. He said, I am writing to inform you that the communication to the National Executive Committee, Congress for Democratic Change, not Coalition for Democratic Change. I am writing to inform you that the cross session of the Liberian populace has chosen me as chairman and lead advocate of the Solidarity and Trust for a New Day. STEN is a diverse non-political civil society and advocacy organization dedicated to the eradication of impunity in Liberia without allegiance to ending political ideology or party. Our overreaching mission is to carve a new path for Liberia, free from the burdens of injustice, corruption, poverty, hunger in the land endowed with abundant natural resources. This opportunity requires that I devote my entire being to these noble causes, which I believe hold the promise for a better future. Notwithstanding, it also demands that I uphold the highest ethical standards to ensure that our actions remain impartial, moral, and non-partisan. Towards this end, I hereby tender my resignation from the Congress for Democratic Change, effective immediately. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to the National Executive Committee and particularly to the esteemed members of the Congress for Democratic Change for the unwavering support over the years, while I diligently served in various capacities, including national chairman. Finally, I extend an open invitation to my numerous supporters, well wishers, and admirers, as well as the larger society, to join me in my Savor Society initiative as we work together to carve a brighter future for our common patrimony. Molba Molu letter. Listen, I said this going forward. Please, Sidicians, you take this in good faith. This is the reality. We see it. We put the indicators together. 20 CDC is not and would not be a force going forward. The number is there, but losing significant, strong men along the way dwindles the strength and zest of any institution with a position. Molba Molu, leaving CDC is a void. Everyone knows Molba Molu capacity, what he did over the years for CDC. From the very first day of CDC existence, how they struggled, they stood with the party. They were beaten. He was beaten along with Gray, Jefferson Koji. They were threatened. They were sent to jail. The government then lied on them. The government manipulated or designed several schemes by which they will leave CDC by offering money to them, substantial amount of United States dollars. They did not betray the extended bearer, George Weah. They stayed on. They accepted all of the latches. They did not have food many days to eat, and money was flowing all over the place, United States dollars. They did not give in. They did not accept bribe. They stayed within their hunger selves. They restrained themselves all to get CDC where it was. If you can have a CDC would see a man like Molba Molu from the very first day and do everything CDC to leave the party. No doubt, people, no doubt, no doubt. Let me tell you, people, no doubt, this is a blow for CDC. It's going to have a serious bearing on CDC. Don't look at it from the right point. Yeah, it is anybody's right to move, but there are people who are influential. You need them. You need them, even if they are not in the echelon of decision making, but the influence. You know why political parties just don't take anybody? You know why during endorsements, the second round, more president, contenders, they are careful. They don't take certain people. They may get 2, 3 presidents. But those 2, 3, they're not influential. Or even if they may get 50 or 75, but they're not influential. They can make the difference. Political parties always try to look for the influential ones, the ones that can make the difference. the ones that can speak to the consciences of the people, that can go beyond, that can withstand the test of time, that endure difficult times. CDC losing Molba Molu going into 2029 is a blow. It's a blow. It was right had he stayed on or leaving the chairmanship and staying on. But with this decision taken now, personally, my candid opinion from everything, it's a blow for cities. It is a big blow going into 2029. Two, most of the guys within CDC now, they are not ready and they will never attempt to engage in anything radical. Let me repeat myself. They will not engage in anything radical. You know why? Because they have achieved. They have achieved. Look at all of them. So here is a classic example. Representative Gray. Did he not appear on this radio station and other radio stations a couple of times or at different time intervals to talk about his nationwide protest?
Yeah, months ago.
Yeah, against the excesses of this government. After he said all of those, did he not come on the radio and told you that that was not going to happen? It was just a smoke screen, just so people will say yes, CDC is still forceful, but they will not because they have so much to protect than to lose. What happened? The protest was in April. He carried to May 7th. May 7th came. Did you hear anything? What do you see? He amusing himself all over the place in different countries.
I saw that stuff. Right?
Yeah, you know
I
why?
laugh.
Because they have gained. They have gained. They will not what they fought for, they got it and they profited. So they're not going to be on the extreme. What I'm saying simply, I'm telling you the factors going into 2029 are affecting. Losing Molba Molu, Gray wouldn't be as active as you would think he was 10, 15 years ago. No.
Great
Good.
has aged as well.
No, besides the age, what he accumulated, he will you have good properties all over the place. You want to be you in opposition again? No, in opposition, you get nothing. Why these guys in United Party right now? You think why they were fighting at all costs to come in? Because they did not have. Now they are gaining things for themselves. If Brother leaves power going into 2029, they will not have any time to be ready, radical, and forceful with Unity Party winning again because they will have a kid. So what they will be doing now, they will be protecting what they gathered over the years. The same with that's what we're saying. Losing that man, losing Molba Molu is a blow. The rest of the guys will not be fully involved in a number of things. No. We agree that he has his organization. We agree he wants to go into advocacy or decided to go into advocacy. But I felt that why it is true that he saw it as conflict of interest. I just looking at it from the impact is going to have losing such a man, right? Though he wasn't a founding member, but from the inception of the party in a struggle days, and do a lot, going through a number of things that no party wants to lose such a person, even if the person wants to go his way with his organization. But will stay trying to hold that person somehow. Who is there now? Who is there? Tell me, Dry, who is there?
So that talk so and talk so, right? Molwa Molu was being marginalized.
No, but forget about the marginalization.
No, I'm
just looking at impact. I respect
yeah,
your opinion.
all of these things orchestrated his resignation.
Yeah, sure.
And he exercised patience and maturity that he did not just resign immediately. He lost the election, and he did not resign, when they were in confusion, because some people they would like to resign while they are in power because they want to touch their. If you are recalling them, you call them for a bigger one. Morua Molu exercised a lot of patience after they won the election. Places he expected himself to work, he did not give him them. Let's say they did not give them to him. Appointment he did, they did not adhere to any of them. Morua Molu was fully restricted to the party,
Is
and
it
when
you
great
have
Akaras,
you have there women engaging in any protest? Oh yeah, is it
enemy.
the man had nothing to lose. Yeah, the man enjoy yourself. Am I getting there? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
okay,
think.
so
Yeah.
yeah, at the border, bring it down some more.
Okay.
Yeah, at the border.
It makes every protest. You got like real politicians are interested.
Emergency. Okay, so Molu was an access to the CDC. Now they have lost the access. But in politics, when you lost a militant, there are other militant you train, though they might not be exactly of that militant you lost, but it's possible you can have a militant more than the militant you lost. It's also possible you can find a replacement for that militant, but as a, a political party, you should be strong enough and always be in the vanguard to pick the best person to suit or represent either of the army personnel. So let me give you my analysis on how the CDC will be and the United Party will be in 2029. As we speak, the United Party, the reason you see them the surface back in the 2023 election is because both of the guys who got appointed in government by former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, after the election, saw majority of them, no guys keep in America. So majority of them left and went back to America. And you had the typical Liberians or the real Liberians who are obligated to the day-to-day activities of Liberia residing in Liberia. So the typical Liberians who have the day-to-day activities of Liberia running and were residing in Liberia are the ones that joined beyond Bwaka for his election as a president. And they roll on the glory of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that during her time things were okay. People thought now that when Unity Party comes back, things will be okay. Failing to realize that these are two separate individuals. Ellen is different from Joe Buckeye. But they concluded that it was the administration of Unity Party during Ellen time, and if Waka wins, it will be the senior administration of Unity Party. So instead of going for the individual understanding to have the president elected, they went for party sentiment. So people didn't really vote for Joe Waka because they love him particularly. They voted because he worked with former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, or he's from the Unity Party, and honor former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. The Unity Party had a very good relationship in Liberia. Despite stating protests here and there, they didn't go for the individual quality of Joe Bucker. Despite few people were saying Joe Bucker had 42 years experience in government, but people didn't actually go for that. They went for former President Ellen Johnson administration of the Unity Party, or with the Unity Party was smooth, so they expected with this part. Now Joe Bucker is in position. Things are going on the contrary. They now trying to figure out that they they, 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 they didn't vote for an individual, they voted for party sentiment. Since 2005 to the 2017 was okay. 2017 to 2023 was now okay to them. Now 2023 to 2029 seems to be better than even the 2027 they opted for. And now here is it. The CDC now is an opposition party. CDC came at first and appointed the real country guys, indigenous people, the real country guys. Appointed them in government, they did not know anything about governance. Half of them didn't know anything about governance. They appointed them in lucrative positions. So what they did was They sat there and things went the way it went because yeah, more you don't have the typical knowledge of what you have been appointed to do. Your position will be normal, like what we see now in the commerce ministry. I mean, I don't understand commerce and industry. You don't understand anything there. So you see, every time there will be a chorus. Now the guys who are appointed by former President George Weah, Walker, they didn't know anything in the various places they were being appointed. So you saw their government was never at peace because people who were sitting behind, who quote unquote were on the Unity Party ankle, continued to push them that they didn't know what they were doing. Like people bought that idea that those who were in power didn't know what the guys were doing. And they bought the idea of a Unity Party. Now, 2029. The guys now from the CDC will have a low edge for the guys in the Unity Party because they have discovered now that the individual that was behind the Unity Party is of no ingredient that has to do with President Walker. President Walker is of no ingredients. So they would not go for party sentiment anymore, but rather the individual who going to stay behind the party. That will be in 2029. And trust me, it's going to be a different game. And now people will go for George Weah in 2029 if he contests. Why? Because the guys share real tangibles you can count on in this country and say these items George Weah erected when he was president in his first term. So in how much we gave Ellen 12 years and she completed these things, if possible, we'll give George Weah another 6 years, making that whole 6 years added to the new one to make it 12 will have more tangibles. Joe Walker, we yet to see tangibles. Vice President Kuhn is thinking of contesting in 2029, but Kuhn will not be a factor. I can say this to anybody. Kuhn will not even be a factor in 2029. Same coming. Before you come in, me tell the people that we will soon draw another winner. We will soon draw another winner very shortly. That's 799 high. As you enter play with 799 house, enter select number 8 was a Liberia. After select number 8 was a Liberia, your wallet open directly. Play with $100 plus 70 cents and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. Again, star 799 hash. Enter select number 8 was a Liberia. Your wallet open, play with $100 or play with 70 cent USD and stand a chance of winning yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. So very shortly we'll pick the winner right after Sam.
Representative Frank Afoko has hinted that they sent the House of Representatives. They will be going to their retreat to 10,000 or more from the Senate. So with the representative hinting, so we look forward to see if it is true the budget. But this is what he said. It has reached my attention that the House of Representatives is planning a retreat in the soonest in an effort to reassess, recalibrate, and set an agenda for the forward march of the body, yea, the Republic. This comes at a time when misunderstanding surrounds a recent Senate retreat that we considered a necessary step but untimely as of now. Such untimeliness stem from the state of affairs where the event was even held. Grand Bassa County to that date lacks better roads to connect districts, absolutely no bridge to connect the only university, lack of medicine for the Liberian government hospital, including zero support to teachers and students at a public run school. Okay, so he just sending out a caution that he got a hint that the House of Representatives planning their own retreat too. And the main thing he's concerned that it wouldn't be like the the Senate. Yeah, the Senate. Let's take a few calls on this one, then we make way. The news is coming up at 6 o'clock. 077090797. Have your say on these two topics, and then we are out. 0770-907-907. The flood situation, amen. Everywhere, everywhere. Decent houses, oh. Yeah. Morovia, Queensville, St. Paul, Old Road, Gardnersville, everywhere. The water rolls dry. If you from one end to another.
I've been following I've been following some of those issues online, but I've not actually been able to go to the
Yeah,
site.
very pathetic, man. Very pathetic. The rehab area, bad of 0770 907 907. It's going to get worse
But I
with
hope
time.
we have that swamp.
Yeah,
Yeah, that rehab bell is a swarmy area.
yeah.
0770 907 907. I have your say. I have a say. I have a say. CDC remains strong. That which I will say up to 2029. If so, who are those the CDC counting on? When you got former representative Akara's grave, doing his tutu party over the sea, and then Maluba Malu
The man
resigned.
has enjoying himself, man. The man work for it. He
And the
deserves
party
it.
right now, is on the shoulder of Jefferson Kochi, the secretary. Kochi is even popular than
The chairman.
the new chairman they appointed, Jangako. Kochi, yeah, Kochi is
But
forceful.
could you be you can compare it with
Yeah, Kochi is forceful. Kochi is hardworking. Kochi is
You can
connected.
yeah, don't
Kochi,
mind the discussion. Just send in your call.
yeah,
It will be okay.
Kochi,
Or
Kochi,
okay you.
Kochi controls a lot of alliances with the CDC. Kochi got very few amount of people behind him in the city. He got he has
0770 907 907 0776 36 40 45. Few calls, then we'll make way for the news. 0770 907 907 0776 36 40 45.
Kochi, like I was saying, yeah, Kochi got a group behind him. Kochi, I visited the party headquarters and I saw how he was moving, and I saw the chairman, Paco, you know, Cole don't really have that force, that medicine way of engaging issues. Jangako is more like, diplomatic in approaching situations than Kochi. Kochi is radical in engaging situation. And Kochi, let me realize, when you are part of an institution, it's good to put your all in the institution. Let me tell anybody, Kochi has considered even the CDC being for him. Let me tell you today.
Excuse me, if you're finding it difficult to come in because you say when you put in your calls, it goes off, then use 0776 36 40 45. So you can say we are canceling your call. If you call in 0770 907 907, not going through, then you move to 0776 36 40 45. Drum?
Yeah, so, hello?
Hello,
Your name, where you come from?
my name is Asif. I'm calling from Kokosan, followed by Tunisia.
Let's hear you about the conversation.
But,
Let's hear you live.
okay, to be real, what you are saying for this coming 2029, the both party we are not carrying it. We'll take new party. Trust me.
Okay, so recommend your party. Let the
Good.
party,
Very good question.
Who going for Alexander Kumi?
Alexander
Wow.
Cumming. What is the impact of Alexander Cumming in Liberia and his popularity came since he started contesting in 2017 up to current?
To be real, for that time, we're not be thinking about what
My man, you come in a political weakling, man. Political betrayal. Coming can have no impact in this country again.
Let's take another person.
That try and error, man. Yeah. I thought you're going to talk about strong players coming. You want to move away from your radio. The radio don't have to be loud. You are on.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say the pleasure will be to the both of you and Stu. It was good care and I come around Jacob Town in the screen too. Let me appreciate the both of you for the talking point. But I want to say this, and I think one of the callers said, Unity Party and CDC have no help to this country. And I am a proud supporter of the Unity Party. I didn't support the party in the 12 years of presidency. I started supporting the Unity Party when President Kuku was Senator.
So how is your party, Unity Party, not of help to the country? As you said, the two parties. So speak of your party.
I just want you to let me the time to just say what I want to say.
Chief, nah, the time you take to say all I want to say.
Yeah, so quickly, right? No, I'm saying this to you that the Unity Party and that presidency have no hurt. We need a brand new.
So what now? We agree, that is understood. You said CDC and Unity Party has not been on help to this country, and you are a part of Unity Party. State how Unity Party has not been of help. That's what we want to hear.
So all of the regime of former President Sisi over 12 years.
No. The reference is the current. Chief. Come here. Fine, please sit down. You ready yet? Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and where you call from?
Oh, my name is Anthony Simon from South Africa community.
Yeah.
Thank you. Indeed, I listen to you loud and clear. On the issue of what you're saying, I think reality, I'm not listening to anything for anything because every tomorrow you may maybe how come the material you really have a position get a opportunity. For me, I want to know that already what something for seriously. You may only contest. I mean,
thank you. 077097997 0776 7645 few and then we out. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
Yeah, my name is Ishmael. Come on in, the men are put yourself by that on fire and I speak with different freeway, chicken party and tear from meeting.
Yes, yeah, you.
Yeah, when it comes to the issue of Moldova running from CDC, for me, we the citizen, I would say, will feel health. See, very, very well. The decision I took to resign from the party, we don't like it. They already happy and they are taking the decision. What can we do? Even when we go to Moldova for you to come back to the party, you will not agree.
Okay, Chief. Thank you.
Yes.
Understood. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Hello, Ken. Hello, Joao.
Hello.
Kobo Abraham calling from last week. Yeah, just put a little on the discussion concerning our party. I just want to have my voice to the many listeners and the many collaborators. We the citizen will depend on opportunity, depend on the president, our party president. Yeah. But you know what thing about our party will remain strong and stronger forever. And to know we together we push on whatever when we succeed. Just that I start the topic in the beginning of our so I just want to say every citizen will remain strong and be focused. We will never give up the broadcast on the Sunday to the now. So thank you for having me.
Malama Molu left. He sent his letter of resignation to the National Executive Committee that he's no longer a member of the Congress for Democratic Change.
Oh, for you?
Yes.
But let me tell you, thank you for letting my own thing that I love that discussion. For me, Kobo Empire, let me tell you, Andrew, it's the many nations say, Molu never attempt to win the accelerate. But even Molu decide to leave the party, Molu have many accelerate under the control. You want to go and see a decision, but when you talk decision on your own, Molu not working on behalf of the citizen, you are working on behalf of the director. That destination I say to the person, you know the person enter the country. We never reach out to all. We never hear it. I mean, what people that honor you say, oh my people, I want to take some decision, but yeah, it's not play. Who know your personal feeling will not you. Yeah, but people that honor you, when you just take that decision, run away, you fall, another person call it, I know the minister, state. When you tell it, I'm working on behalf of citizen. I can say, we are here, you are never working on behalf of all. If you know me good, you know what I can do, and you know what I can do to that people up or now. Facility, you know no accelerator to reach the people today. But you take all a page, you know,
So yeah, so he resigned. He resigned. It's a public information, and you just heard it as he said. So how do you feel? How do you feel as a patient?
You getting me?
Listen to you.
There is one model need to be done before to now. The Christian are called for all. There are many, but there's more need to be done before to now.
And yeah, wait now. Take your time. You want to take your time. Yeah, you said besides Molu, there are many Molu that need to resign. So it means that So what are some of those names apart from Molba Molu?
The more they say, and the one that fell with arrested because they were not talking to they're not coming to the now. With clear cut, they are coming in cheap working work money to the COT.
Okay. Thank you. Let's take at most because we move to try to bring on our winner on the cash money giveaway, and then we are out. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm calling you for Chicken Factory.
What is your name?
Yeah, you know.
Your name. Let everybody know who is speaking.
I'm Joseph from Kwake, calling you from Chicken Factory. Hello?
Speak.
Yeah, okay. When it comes to the party, you know, life, everything has time. This is the time for Mora Molu to leave the party. That does not mean that CDC will not stay. CDC will stay. What we know in this country is that CDC have already made a mark. We show people time over time. That CDC, like I say, and our competition into the presidency. This is what we are put the seat and try to push the development in this country. People will achieve tomorrow. Not only to the man. If you have a room, then you can see that. Somebody will say, over more and will transform the party to reach the country and take it.
Thank you for calling. Arthur. You did extremely well to spice up the show. Very shortly, I will bring on the winner, our profitable loser from the cash money giveaway, and then we are out. The news is on at 6 o'clock, and then after the news, the repeat of this morning's presentation of Good Morning Liberia with Sekou Sharif and Samira Wolam. This is Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1. Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7, Pakata Magibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7, Bon County on this 17th day of June 2024. We talk about the what came out, the report that is out, not really reliable yet, but a hint. So we thought to share it with you that the government will on tomorrow indict several former government officials, and the Senate is still battling in confusion the usage of more than uh, 10,000, 13,000, we are told, went to each senator for the retreat. Till now, they can give a definitive report. Some of the senators are given different portions.
So let me inform the people that we have very limited time
Yeah,
already.
you
Very
got to do
limited
it
time.
quick.
So
You get it 4,000.
yeah, so you can get please that star 799 hash. Okay, or you enter select number 8 voice of Liberia. After selecting number 8 voice of Liberia, play with $100 or 70 cent US on your account and win yourself 4,000 USD. Very soon, very shortly, quickly, I will soon draw. So just put your entry through star 799 hash and select number 8 versus Liberia. Select number 8 versus Liberia. Play with $100 and win 4,000. That's a very good start for you on the week on this wonderful Monday.
So play. You got few minutes. You got few minutes to get 4,000 Liberian dollars. Uh, that is so much you can use.
And I'm above to spin, and once I spin, if your number falls, the win, and automatically you are the last winner because we only drawing one more winner.
The light is on.
The light, yeah,
You're trying to bring that winner on.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
in the meantime, let's listen to the light.
okay, so before we listen to the light, star 799 hash enter or that star 799 hash okay. Select number 8 versus Liberia. Play with $100 and win yourself the 4,000 Liberian dollars. Shortly after the light, then we pick our winner.
The light prior to it never plastic minute. Hey, calling them spineless, all kinds of stuff. Today, the legislature is spineless again. Oh, they making use all the word. Yeah, this is a flashback. We are regime. Yes, man.
We talk to demonstrate our word into action by maintaining that we will take only 5,000 US dollars of our monthly money. Just as we are about to return to Maserati, what we have received from government, we would like to make it in a re-emphasized way that when we said what we said, we're clear on the record that we will take only 5,000 from Maserati County. When we made the argument, it was a fact that senators were taking $15,325 in gross, and after tax deduction, it will come at 12,000. I insisted I would take 5,000 out of that 15,000 and return the rest to Maserati County. And we insisted that whatever the money will be here, more than 5,000 will return the rest to Maserati. So if we're making 15,000, we'll take 5,000 and give Maserati 10. If they increase our money here, or we increase our money here to 100,000, Darius Dillon will take 5,000 and give Maserati 95,000. If we're making 5,100, Darius Dillon will take 5,000 and give Maserati 100. If we make it under 5,000, then Maserati gets nothing. Because the baseline is always there.
Like we're a politician. So nothing. What you see now, the man walloping, the man receiving, the man draining everything from Maserati County. Let's sit down there and be stretching yourself for these people. Dra, let's bring her and then we'll go in.
Okay, so I'm on the verge of picking up our winner now. So the chance is yours at the moment. Star 799 hash enter select number 8 versus Liberia. Play with $100 win yourself the 4,000 when we go home. So shortly I spin and I'm about to spin. As soon as I conclude spinning, I come up with that lucky winner. And that's what I'm going to do here. Come up with the lucky winner here. So short the keeper entry to 5799 enter select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 and win the 4,000 Liberian dollars. That's the choice. That's a very brilliant opportunity for you. Now the spin is on. The spin is on. The spin is on. The spin is on. Let me see. who's going to win this 4,000. Uh, it dropped at nothing at the moment. It dropped at nothing. Let me take it again. Let me take it again. The star 799 has entered slot number 8 was Liberia, and at slot number 8 was Liberia. You play with $100 and win yourself the 4,000 Liberian. Okay, the spin is on. Let me take it now. Let me take the spin. Okay. Keep your entry coming. Keep it coming. Star 799. Yeah, star 799 has enter select number 8 for Liberia. Now we go. Got a winner. Hello?
Hello?
My name is Edwin Melvin. I play for Liberia.
Okay, I'm
Matthew,
Yeah.
you answering from where?
I'm calling from Pittsburgh.
Are you calling or am I calling you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matthew called answering from Pittsburgh, Joe Bar. Matthew, that you play for Liberia cash giveaway.
I played today on the but I ain't know how to play.
Oh wow, okay. So Matthew, you are won yourself 4,000.
I received a message, but I don't know how to play.
Yeah, okay. So you can have that, yeah?
Yeah, thank you then.
Okay, Matthew, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how we're going to go home. That's how we're going to go home. But if you want to be a winner for maybe tomorrow or tomorrow, bid and pieces, you can continue your entry. That's 799 hash. Enter select number 8 was Liberia. You pay your $100 and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. And that's just how it is. We're going to go home. I've been Edwin Melvin Tour. Let's hope that we talk on tomorrow, God willing. So pick up from here and have a conclusion on the show for today.
I love you. I miss you. I want you back. Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. And it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you.